You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. The AME Church announced that they are pulling back on their decision to boycott Georgia businesses. It was thrown out there last week. I said on this show that I thought it was it was early. I said, look, if you're going to do a boycott, it needs to be properly planned and executed. And so talk about that. Again, people who are calling for boycotts, but they're not being planned right. I keep saying, follow the people on the ground who are doing this every single day to get a sense of what they want to do.
Yeah, I think one of the things that, and shout outs to, Bishop Jackson, and the other clergy for taking a stance. One of the things that I think they did right was that they didn't just say, oh, we're doing a boycott today, right? And so it gave them time to let it marinate, to let the threat and the planning be out there for a while, to put some pressure on companies like Coca-Cola, who did issue a statement late, but it put some pressure on them to take some more actions. And in this case, the action that they're taking is that they're reaching out to other companies and pulling together a meeting to see what can be done, what concrete actions can some of these companies that have now issued statements, strong statements, in fact, but what can be done to put some strong actions behind those strong words. And so I think that his and their collective call to at least consider a boycott. I think that's the thing, right? When we say that we're just going to take the boycott off the table, it's like we're tying one hand behind our back, right?
Right. I mean, for me, the issue for me is not taking it off the table. What I keep warning people is don't just toss it out willy-nilly unless you have a fully executed plan. I tell people all the time with Operation Breadbasket, with Dr. King and Reverend Jackson, boycott was the last thing they resorted to. They made it clear we could go there. We're not trying to go there. It was there. They didn't start with it.
Right. Yeah, I think there's an organizing lesson in all of this, right? It's that, your tactics and your demands have got to match up, right? If you're going to DEFCON 4 on your demands, then your tactics have got to match up. And sometimes we have a mismatch. I'm not necessarily saying this was the case, but sometimes we have a mismatch where we're putting our all out there, we're taking the actions to the limit, but then the demands aren't really matching, right? Once you go into that level, then you got to have the demands to match. But the reverse has got to also be true, that if you're going to go there with your top demands, then you got to be prepared to, like you say, to have a plan and to have some actions that are feasible and that are actually doable, and then you got to be able to make it happen.
As they say, if you're going to pull a gun out, be prepared to use it.
That's right.
That's what you have to do. All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.